Technology is evolving very quickly, and with each step forward, important evolutionary changes are being added. Now the multi-cooker has several new models that many will surely like, thanks to those very updates. In this video, we will look at 3 models of multi-cookers, and of course, we will even try cooking in them together. Let's start the review. I started my acquaintance with the most interesting multi-cooker for me personally. This is the Cecofry Rain. It's great that it comes with convenient silicone accessories that will be useful. I have even made an omelet using this form in my previous reviews. This multi-cooker is special because it can automatically spray oil on the food during cooking without the owner's intervention. It has a 5.5 liter bowl, a power of 1500 watts, and a bunch of programmed modes. They are selected using the sensor, and since this multi-cooker can spray, you can even set the oil delivery level on your own, not just adjust the temperature and cooking time. By default, the oil dispensing level varies slightly across different programs. I also like that the oven can communicate with the owner through the display. For example, at the beginning of the program, after preheating, it conditionally indicates when it's time to add the dish, or it can indicate that it's time to add oil to the container when it suddenly runs out. One of the features of this model is the removable grill that covers the fan and heating element from the inside. This is quite convenient for easier maintenance. After cooking. Well, I have previously cooked vegetable and meat dishes in my videos using Cecotec ovens, so this time I decided to tackle cupcakes. Yes, they turned out a bit crooked for me as an inexperienced chef, but they are no less delicious. Cooking them was really easy, and in about 15 to 20 minutes. All that's left is to brew yourself some coffee. So, I like that the oven has an oil sprayer, and during the cooking of fillets and other dishes, there is no need to open the container, from time to grease or spray the food with oil. This happens automatically, so, after a few days of use, I felt that during cooking, the chance of accidentally overcooking the food is almost eliminated. I really like this, and I was thrilled by such a feature. It seems that the technology is helping me develop my laziness again. Thank you, this is a gem. By the way, instead of oil, you can also pour water into it. I saw a video from the manufacturer where they added a crispy crust to the baked goods in this way. Maybe I will try it myself as well. The second model I am introducing in this video is the Cecofry Drip 5000. This multi-cooker has a more classic appearance. I look very similar to the model I have already reviewed. This updated version, besides the 5-liter pot, has slightly simplified touch controls. Here, each icon is not a touch button, but merely an indicator. However, you can switch between programs using a separate button. This model is capable of spraying water during cooking. At the top, we have a container for it. There is a separate safety button here. To open the multi-cooker, you need to press it. This model has glass ends, making it convenient to peek inside while cooking. This glossy design with stainless steel elements looks great. However, it may be more noticeable to collect fingerprints while using it. Again, I will prepare muffins in the Cecofry Rain. The base for them is from a different manufacturer. These muffins need to be cooked a little longer, but the power of 1500 watts is more than enough for an excellent result. I only needed to make a few adjustments to the baking program, although I could have also used the DIY program or do it myself. I will talk about the drawbacks of each model at the end of this video, so don't miss it. But for now, I think the very bright Krawa model is next. This is the Cecofry Neon 5000. The model has a very original design, with cool lighting around the edge. This multi-cooker has a capacity of 5 liters. Here, unlike previous models, the display and controls are located at the top. It is convenient to use when you are standing next to the device, as the display and touch buttons face directly towards you. This model also has a power of 1500 watts and features a water sprayer with a water container. The design is interesting because the oven signals the user not only with standard sounds, but also with flashing lights. The semi-transparent body looks quite futuristic. Visually, I like this model the most. For the Cecofry Neon 5000, I have a test involving the preparation of sweet potatoes. This is probably one of my favorite dishes to prepare in the Cecofry Rain multi-cooker. The cooking process seems quite simple. You need to cut the peeled sweet potato, soak it in water for about 30 minutes, then take it out and remove the moisture with a towel. Next, you will need cornstarch, salt, a little pepper, and of course, oil. The sweet potato cooks for about 20 minutes, and halfway through the cooking process, it needs to be flipped to the other side. By the way, the Cecofry Rain is working here in the French fries mode. I just slightly adjusted the temperature and time, and the oven itself signals during the process when it's necessary to shake the product or flip it, like I have to do now with the sweet potato. To be honest, I can't resist. I'm going to try it right away. And if, by some miracle, you haven't tried such a thing yet, you must give it a taste. It's very delicious. They are somewhat sweet, very soft, and filled with air. I don't know how to convey this to you with words. You just have to taste it. So, we see 3 models of multi-cookers in this video, and they are simply wonderful and, in my opinion, quite successful. I don't even know which one I would choose for myself, because the design is the most interesting. For me, it's the Neon 5000. I really like this light that seems to breathe. This Drip 5000 coffee maker seems very classic in appearance and will look great in almost any interior. Moreover, many of us have stainless steel appliances in the kitchen, which are also used here. Well, the Cecofry Rain model is just a fantastic thing, in my opinion, for several reasons. First of all, it has oil spraying. This is very convenient. It's simply a brilliantly cool feature that allows you not to peek into the container while cooking. In this case, the food is automatically moistened and coated with the optimal amount of oil. However, with the other 2 models, I had to manually coat the food using a device that I purchased separately a long time ago. It is also interesting that this model has a slightly larger bowl, which is simply convenient because it can hold more food. I promised to talk about the downsides, so here it is. Unfortunately, the Cecofry Rain does not have a window for monitoring the cooking process. The other 2 models do have such a window. However, those models do not have built-in oil spraying, although there is an option for moisture during operation, which is also not bad. The Cecofry DRE 5000 and Neon 5000 models are almost identical in their capabilities and will help you prepare healthier French fries or wings very quickly and with minimal oil. However, the DRE 5000 seems to have less bright backlighting for the sensors and icons. It might be harder to see them in bright sunlight coming through the window, and this is probably the only significant difference between them, aside from the design.